Hey, welcome back. I am here now with about half the cast, of Villain Therapy, and we are going to talk to them a little bit and just get some of their ideas about where they see the show going and the process of writing the show and how rehearsals have been. Oh my goodness. Should we even talk about that? Like, maybe we should let's not talk about rehearsals. Overcoming all of the COVID and schedules and fun stuff. Yay! Hey, if you're tuning in, please drop us a comment and say hello, and we'll definitely say hello back. All right, let's talk to the cast.
Hi. Hello.
So, Allison, you are joining us a little later. We were really thrilled that when we came back to in-person classes, you joined us again. And I was even more thrilled because that meant I didn't have to learn any lines.
Hey.
So,
you know I did it for you, Sherry.
I know, I feel the love. So how was it stepping into this? What did you expect? Because you really didn't know anything about the play.
So when I came out of T-Class, y'all were just starting it. Like, the idea of Villain Therapy was even out there. So I guess coming back, kind of like I picked up again, but not really.
Let's see if I can get a little bit better view of you guys. All right. Yeah. So what were you expecting as you got into the play?
I honestly don't know what I was expecting.
Yeah, neither did we. I kind of left the teens to their own devices on Zoom to write this thing.
Yeah.
And as we began rehearsing the first episode, it was good. It was really, really funny. And even more so when we got on stage and we were able to rehearse some of it. And then adding Kronk. I didn't just say his name because that was a surprise. If you watched the episode before, the previous broadcast, you'll know that I wasn't giving that away. So those of you who are actually tuned in, oops! There'll be a quiz later. So, you have been writing this from the very beginning. Millie talked to us earlier about the process of getting a character and actually writing about an existing character. How was that for you?
I think writing an existing character is kind of difficult because you don't want to mess it up because you know somebody took a long time. You're like, oh, I'm proud of this character, and you don't want to be like, oh, I'm totally changing everything you wrote because I don't like it. So it's really important to me to stay true to the character, but also to have a little bit of fun with it. You don't have to be as serious.
Yeah, in a movie, it's a little bit easier to be more serious and not have as much comedy, but kind of on stage, especially for a young adult production, you want to have the humor and you want to have the bigger than life moments, right? So sticking to the character and having those moments was a challenge. Yeah. So how many movies does Maleficent have?
Okay, so technically she has 3 movies, but she was also in Disney's Descendants. So that version's a lot more fun and a lot more spunky. So I kind of took most of it from Descendants, Maleficent, but then a lot with the original.
Was she pretty consistent throughout all of those movies? So it was a little bit easier to find out what her character really is?
Yeah, basically her character is just wicked. That's just all it is. She just enjoys being evil.
How many of you have seen the new Cruella movie?
Not yet.
Okay, it's pretty good.
The ending of it.
It's pretty good. And were saying Maleficent is just, well, we kind of saw the same thing about Cruella. Like,
Crazy.
her natural instinct was wicked, but yet her mother, quotations, taught her how to be kind. And so she struggled with her natural instincts and then also trying to live like her mother taught her. Tell us after, because we didn't see Cruella until after you had written the play and come up with your character. How much did the new movie challenge you in what you had already written?
I had to change one line because it didn't really fit with the new version. But I'm kind of doing it more like the original one, so not much. I mean, maybe I'll start acting more like the girl from the movie later on, from the new one. But the original one, I was already kind of basing off of her, so I didn't change too much.
I hope you guys can hear them talking. The traffic is really loud behind us. Anyway, what should people expect when they tune in to our YouTube channel, Building Block School for the Arts, or our Facebook channel, the Building Block School for the Arts? What should they expect?
To laugh.
You should expect to laugh, Allison says. All right. I'm sorry, Miss Johnson says. Well, you're in real close, so but you got your name tag on.
I do have my name tag on.
So technically, you're Miss Johnson at this point. Then who am I?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's so easy to play me because I see Sherry all the time. And so I just have to tune into my inner Sherry. And I'm great.
Oh,
So this is why she doesn't get it when I'm telling her, be like a kindergarten teacher with these villains, right? Like that's the character, kindergarten teacher, and she's going, yeah, that's not you.
sometimes.
Sherry, you're not supposed to say that. It's one of the secrets.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else anyone needs to know?
If you haven't seen the movies, don't come to this. Like, there are a lot of spoilers.
Okay, so that's another thing we do need to warn you about. If you haven't seen the movies and you intend to see the movies, there are spoilers in the show. But you may not recognize the spoilers until you watch the movie, so it's probably still okay. Yeah, it'll just be a cliffhanger for you. And hopefully, we're going to throw in the second episode with our performance tomorrow night. That's what we're working on. Polishing. It's really difficult. So, okay, this is one thing we do need to talk about because I have been with a writer before who's been writing a play, and I have done the same myself. And you keep tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it. And at some point, you have to let go. How hard has that been for you all?
Difficult.
Very
Very
hard for me.
difficult.
I'm very type 1, very perfectionist. So letting go of something and being like, we just gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not so much like you don't want to get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just every time you read through it, you think, oh, we could add this.
Yeah. It's like, something could be better.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
And then when we're going through the play, it's also like the blocking and the words don't always add up.
Because we wrote it on Zoom, and now we're doing it on the stage. Especially the second one. The second one we wrote almost entirely on Zoom. We practiced it almost entirely on Zoom.
The first one was almost entirely
Yeah,
on Zoom.
but that one for some reason was easy. The second one has been really hard putting it on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been a challenge too, is writing this on Zoom, and then once we get it to stage, and that's the same thing with me. I'll do my blocking in my scripts ahead of time, and I do it in very light pencil because once you begin seeing, like when the characters acting, you change things. Things all change. So, all right. Well, we've got to get to rehearsal. So, tune in 7 p.m. tomorrow night on our YouTube channel, Building Block School for the Arts, or our Facebook channel, Building Block School for the Arts. Same name, same place. See you then.